Welcome back to another episode of Motogp Mac, and today we're going to talk about the reason Jack Miller chose to leave Ducati. Now, when it was announced that Jack was going to leave Ducati, I will be honest, I was one of the people that thought that Jack was offered probably a really bad deal, or he was offered to go to World Superbikes instead of staying within MotoGP, and this was the reason that Jack chose to leave. However, in a recent interview, Paolo Ciabatti has come out and said, well, you know, what we actually offered Jack, while it was not what he wanted, he could have stayed on a Ducati for another season. And what this means is that he was actually offered a seat with a full works bike, but in Pramac. And this, for me, was very interesting, because let's just say, for instance, if he was offered Pramac, that means one of those two riders was actually going to go, because 3 into 2 doesn't go. And I do accept at that stage, when this offer was given to him, it was Martin that was in the driving seat to go to the factory team, but as it ended up, it was Bastianini. So maybe Zarco would have been in trouble, or maybe Martin would have been in trouble, but however, it all worked out. But Jack was offered a 1-year deal on a works Ducati, and he chose to go for a 2-year deal with KTM. And I can understand it, I suppose, in a way. It wasn't what he wanted, but I think Jack kind of made a small rod for his own back there by always accepting 1-year deals with Ducati every time. He said he favored those sort of deals because it kept him alive inside, I suppose, and always making him hungry. But when I look at it now, I can kind of understand what he wants to do. He does want to prolong his career a small bit in MotoGP. If I'm very honest, I do believe KTM is going to make a step in the next season or two. They definitely seem to have found a direction of where they want to go, and I think it's really going to be a great thing for KTM. And the fact that Jack has gone over there, he's able to tell them what one of the best bikes on the grid is able to do. Yes, he doesn't have the engineering backup. They have some engineers now on the way from Ducati, but I think for Jack, it was probably the right call, when everyone at the time was like, oh my god, what is he doing? It's probably a good call. KTM are now taking this more and more seriously. When they came in, they hired all Honda engineers. Now they're hiring all Ducati engineers. So I do think they're on the cusp of getting this right. And if they do get it right, Jack could have 2 years in the seat there to fight the Ducatis on a very good bike. But I would definitely love to know your thoughts. How do you think Jack Miller will do on the KTM in 2023? Definitely leave your thoughts in the comments below. So normally at this stage, I would say I will be back again tomorrow with another video, but I actually won't, as the podcast with Simon Crayfart is on tomorrow. But I just want to take this time to wish you all a very Merry Christmas, and hope you enjoy the day, hope you enjoy the podcast, and we will see you again on the 26th in the next video.